Hello everyone, this is Faiza from Tailored by Faiza, and in this tutorial I am going to teach you how to make a super simple baby kurta or a toddler kurta. The size that I'm going to make in this video is 2T. For this kurta you need following materials. Fabric, this is about 3 by 4 yards of fabric. If you're making a sleeveless top, then this is good enough for this size. Otherwise you will need about 1 yard of fabric, some pins, your measurements to be ready, inch tape, fabric scissors, paper scissors, ruler, fabric markers, French curve, that's optional, and your measurements to be ready. The size I'm making today is for about 2 years old, but obviously you can customize it as per the physique of your child. So the shoulder in this case is 8.5 inch, chest is 12.5 inch, which means 25 inches in total. Hips 13 inches, that is 26 inches in total. Length is 21 inch. Since it's a kurta, you can of course customize this as well. Neckline, front neckline, the depth will be 3.5 inch. Width is 4.5 inch. For the back neckline, depth is 1 inch, maximum 1 inch. And width is always same for the front and back neckline. For armhole, if you are making a sleeveless top, then you can draw the chest line at 4 to 4.5 inches. But if you want to attach the sleeves, then you should mark the chest line at 5 to 5.5 inches. So I'm using this paper since my table is white and this paper is white, so I made these marks so that it's visible. So this is one side of the paper. First of all, you'll take the length, desired length. In my case, that is 21 inches. So we'll take half of all these measurements. The very first measurement is shoulder, which is 8.5 inch. So from this top corner, I'll make a mark at 4.25 inches. This is my shoulder measurement. From this point straight down, I'll make a mark at 5.5 inch because I want to attach sleeves to it. So this is 5.5 inch, and this will be my chest line. On this line, I'll take half of my chest, half of the chest measurement here, which is 12.5 inch. So I'll make a mark at 6.25 inches. If you want to give a shape, then you'll come down by 3 inches for waistline and 3 inches down from here for hip line. Usually there is no shape in ready-made kurtas that are available, but if you want to make a shape, then this is where you're going to take your round measurements. So the first measurement, this was your shoulder line. This is 4.25 inches. Half of your chest measurement is 6.25 inches, so I made a mark at 6.25 inches. And hip measurement should be 13 inches. Half of that is 6.5 inches. Since I am willing to make a frock-like kurta, so I'll just take about ½ inch inside from here, the chest measurement. On waistline, you'll just take about ½ inch inside to give this shape, and then I'll connect it to the bottom because I want to give a shape like a frock. Then I'll connect this chest line with the waistline. The bodice is ready. Now to draw the armhole and neckline, the very first thing is that you'll take about 1/4 inch or ½ inch down from here for the shoulder drop, from the same point where you mark your shoulder. Then from this corner, you'll take half of your neckline measurement, the width, 2.18, and you'll connect these 2 points to draw a shoulder slope. You'll come straight down here. This was 4.25 inches because this one was 4.25 inches, and then with the help of this French curve, you'll draw the armhole. For the front neckline, the depth was 3.5 inches. Now you can draw a box, and you can draw any shape you like to in this box. And for the back neckline, the depth is 1 inch. So you'll come at 1 inch Now this is your back neckline and this is your front neckline. So for the bottom of this kurta, this is the bottom. The fabric that I have available is about 10 inches, so I have to take less than that so that I can make it in the same fabric. So the bottom is 9.5. Usually if you're making a straight kurta, then it has to be about 1 inch more than the hip measurement. So since I'm making a frock kind of thing, so I have already taken more over here, so I don't have to worry about that. You just have to make sure that it's more than the hip measurement. In my case, that was 13 inches, so it's already more than that. Now it's up to you. You can keep it straight or you can give a slight shape over here. This is about 1/4 inch above this point. Now the draft for this kurta is ready. I will cut it and then we will pin it on the fabric to cut the fabric. When you're cutting the neckline, you only cut the back neckline. Now the half pattern for the kurta is ready. I'm going to put it on the fabric and then I'll tell you what to do next. I'm preparing my fabric now. I've taken it lengthwise. This is the length of the fabric and I fold it into half. So this is the total length and these are 2 layers of fabric. Once I'll fold it lengthwise, I'll fold it one more time. So now I have 4 layers of fabric, 1, 2, 3 and 4. And I'll take my pattern and I'll pin it on this fold. Now while you're pinning the pattern, you have to make sure that you are leaving at least 1/4 inch from the top for the seam allowance, because there is no seam allowance included in this pattern. So that is why you don't want to start pinning from here. You have to leave about 1/4 inch or 1/2 inch, that's up to you, but 1/4 inch is good enough. Now my pattern is ready. I've already pinned it. Now I have to take 1/4 inch on neckline, shoulder and sleeve, armhole, 1/2 an inch over here on the side, and down there I have to take 1 more inch for the seam allowance. Now I'll cut it. The reason why I've drafted this pattern is because you can use it every time. You don't have to draft the measurements every time again. But if you want to make a straight shirt, then this is your hip measurement, and like a straight kurta, then you really don't have to give this shape, and you'll come from here straight. You'll connect these 2 points and then you'll come down from here. So this will make a shirt kind of shape. So it's up to you. Now for the front neckline, I'll cut on this pattern, separate 1 layer of fabric, take 1/4 inch more than this. This is 1/4 inch below here. So now I have 2 pieces ready. This is the back piece of the shirt and this is the front piece of the shirt. Now you can see that the front neckline is deeper than the back neckline. Now for the cutting of sleeves, if you want to attach the sleeves, this is the fabric. I'll attach the sleeves of this fabric. This is the length of my sleeve, so length has to be your desired length plus half inch, and the width, you will take the same measurement that you took from here to here to draw the chest line. I took 5.5 inches, so I'll take the same measurement over here. First thing is, on this folded line, this is the length of your sleeve. On this line you'll mark 2.5 inch and you'll draw a straight line down. On this line you'll take this same measurement. I'm taking 5.5 here. Then over here I'll mark the cuff measurement or the sleeve open, 4 inches. I'll join these 2 points, and then from this point to this corner, folded corner, I'll give the shape of a curve. This is your sleeve. Now you'll take the seam allowance, you'll make a notch here at the center. Now I have 2 pieces of sleeves.